Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and today I have a very exciting video for you today. So as you already know, I do all things DIY. So if you aren't subscribed yet, definitely hit that subscribe button and that notification bell because I have a lot of good things coming along. But yes, I'm super excited about this video. So today we're going to be doing boho because you know how I love boho, but we are going to be doing Dollar Tree boho DIYs. Now, I really stretched my imagination with this one, and so I really took inspirations from some of the things I've just seen online that I've wanted and didn't actually, want to pay the money for because I am frugal, but at the same time I have come up with a couple of different creations too, so I'm really excited for you to see them, and if you love them too, definitely make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Now, two of which have require templates. Don't worry about that because I will be giving you the opportunity to get those templates so that you can do these recreations on your own. Stay tuned in the video though to learn about how you can get those templates. So yeah, I'm really excited, so let's get into it.
Alright, so we're going to start off with floral wire, the smallest mirror at Dollar Tree, some cardboard, a glue gun and super glue, some wire cutters, and the template. Now the template can be found in the description below. Alright, so first we're going to start off by just bending the wire and cutting it to the size of the eyelashes. Now you want to make sure that you bend it back and forth. That was the easiest way to make sure I could cut it. Then you want to kind of just take your wire and start making the shape of the eye itself. This was pretty simple. Again, you just want to bend the wire back and forth to cut it, and then I taped it down just so it wouldn't move. I found it to be easier to make this in two pieces instead of one, so I just cut my wire to the size I needed it to be and then glued it with hot glue. So next we're going to pop out our mirror of the frame and then we're going to trace it onto the cardboard. Now you want to trace the circle itself and then over the ridges of the wire so that you have something to actually glue it down to. So now you want to lay your cardboard down and then lay the eye over it and glue it down. And once that's glued down, you're going to glue the mirror on top of that cardboard piece as well. So once your mirror is glued down, now you're going to work on the eyelashes. Now the best approach for this is just to flip it over and let gravity do the work instead, which is what I finally did after a while. And I'm marking the points of where I want my eyelashes to go for the top and then lay it down accordingly. This was just to help give me a better visualization to see if the spacing was correct. Now flip the eye towards you and just glue the eyelashes on the top of the rim. So for the three in the center, I just kind of glued it into the cardboard so it wouldn't stick out as much. And then finally, just using a backing to kind of hang it up, I just glued it to the back of it. And then you're done. For this next project, you'll need the floral wire again. You'll need a wooden craft cube, glue gun, and again super glue, wire cutters again, and then your template for the lotus flower. Again, this can be found in the description below. So similar to the eye, we're going to bend the wire and just follow the template accordingly. Now this was rather difficult when we got to the tips of the flower itself, and I used scissors. I do not recommend using scissors. Definitely use pliers or something like that. It'll be much easier and safer for you to do that. Now just keep bending the wire and follow the line accordingly. And I found it to be difficult to kind of keep on going without taping it down. So make sure you tape it down. This makes it much easier and it doesn't move around while you do that. So this piece is actually one full piece of wire. So what you want to do is kind of just overlap the lines. So as you started, that will be the back part of it. And then everything else will be lapped over that. And again, just make sure that when you're bending the wire, after a certain amount of time, you tape it down, but you're not taping over the lines. The lines you need, obviously, to continue on the process itself. Now the middle petal is actually going to be your top layer, so once you've completed that, you just kind of want to stretch out your wire and make it as long as you want the stem to be. So this is what it'll look like before you actually glue it down. Now again, I just used hot glue. This was actually the best method for this, especially because it was overlapped. It made it much easier than using super glue. Next, I just drilled a hole for the wire to sit in and super glued it down. And then finally, I just stained it with a natural stain. Now this is optional, you don't have to do this, but I thought it looked better with the stain. And then you're basically done. So for this next project, you need a small square vase, your glue gun, and then bamboo skewers. So take your bamboo skewers and measure and cut them to the top of the vase. Then you want to glue them down accordingly. So you kind of just want to frame out the top of the vase with the skewers. Next, you just want to repeat this process for the bottom as well, and then just frame it out and glue it down. Once you're done with that, you're going to move on to the corners and repeat the process as well. So it's going to look something like this. Now take a skewer and glue it in the center of each of the squares. It'll look something like this once again. Now you're going to take down your skewer and glue it at an angle like this. So you're going to almost kind of create a V in the center of the vase. So again, we're going to be gluing them down at an angle. And just make sure that your cuts are angled too, especially on the side. You want to create a crisp line. Now I will say that this was a time-consuming project, so if you have the time, I would definitely make sure that you carve out half a day, maybe put something on that you really like to watch in the background and carve this out. It may have taken me a bit of time, but I gotta say I love the design, and I just like the fact that it was a fresh take on something that had been already done. Last but not least, I'm just cutting up some flowers because I'm putting fake flowers in, but you could use real flowers in this vase, and that's what I love about it. And that's basically it. So for this last project, you need this wooden owl and then 2 of these wood shop bird feeders. You're going to start by taking the owl gently off of the wooden frame. Then you're going to use these wooden squares and these wooden slats in order to create your design. Cut one of the ends off in an angle, and then you're going to use that as the template just to create a line so that your ends match up evenly. Now you're going to glue on the square to the frame. And do this for the back as well. Now lay your wooden slats down and trace underneath so you know where to cut. Make the appropriate cut so there is no overhang on the piece. Now you're going to take those slats and glue them down to the face of the front. Again, just make sure your angled pieces match up correctly. Lastly, I'm just painting the arrow with a little gold, giving it a little flair, and that's basically it.
Alright guys, that's it for the content today, but thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making these, and I hope you liked them too. If you have a favorite, definitely let me know. And if you're looking for those templates, make sure you look in the description below so you can definitely get your hands on those. I'm super excited, and I hope you follow me on Instagram if you're not familiar with it. I do have an Instagram. My handle is RachelG_DIY. I definitely am starting to post more things on there, and I'm going to be doing some DIYs on a smaller scale that I can share on there too. So definitely make sure you follow me on Instagram too, because I'm definitely going to be uploading material that is not going to be on my main channel. And of course, if you do recreate these, definitely tag me on Instagram. My handle is right here. I'll put it down below for you guys so you can follow me on Instagram, but then also tag me in if you do the recreations. I'd love to see them. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in for next week. I post weekly, and I hope you guys tune in again. So make sure you're subscribed. Bigger and better things are coming along, and I don't want you to miss it. So definitely tune in if you're interested. And we'll see you next time. Bye.